Hey everyone, Keone here, back at Fear Expo Live in Owensboro, Kentucky. I am here with Mr. Brian Marriott of the Hunt Design Company. He has got some really cool stuff we're going to show you, so take it away.
Okay, so one of the things we're working on, we've come to a point in the industry where we are worried about, actors with the whole COVID situation. We tend to run into spots where we don't have actors, where we don't have, we have gaps in our haunts. So we're trying to start producing animatronics that are more jump animatronics, something to replace where you are losing an actor. One of the ones that we're working on right here, for a perfect example, is our pots and pans rack. It's a real simple design. It's literally one piston, one cylinder, one solenoid on a single controller, and runs about 20 psi, 40 psi right now. We want to try and work it down to get to about 20, but it replaces a good an actor where you want a good jump scare. You got a kitchen. Pretty typical, but it does. It gets everybody's attention, and this is one thing that in our haunt we pride on this because it is a very good jump scare. People don't expect it. You walk into a kitchen, you see pots and pans, you just expect pots and pans, and then it slams at you and starts making that noise. And I've seen grown men jump from this thing.
That's right.
And the other thing we're working on is producing drop panels that are just pop-in drop panels. A 4x8 wall, you literally pop the drop panel in. It's plug and play. It's already programmed, ready to go for you.
You've got one set up over here. Can we take a look at it?
This is actually off of Curtis Controller's control panel.
Okay.
So basically what happens is it's set here. We have it set to run. As soon as the sensor goes off, we have it set on a sensor that's not a reflective sensor, the new type of sensor, and the person is your patrons are your reflector at this point. It runs from 3 inches to 5 feet, so you can adjust how far you want it to go, how far you need the sensor. Super easy to program. These controllers, Curtis Controllers, I recommend taking a look into them. Their prices are phenomenal, and this is similar to a standard peekaboo, but it's a 6-channel versus a 2.
Okay. Yeah.
So you can run up to 6 solenoids off of it versus just running the 1 or 2 and having multiple cylinders run to 1 or 2 solenoids. But basically, we build it, you pop it into your frame of the wall, and it's plug and play. As long as you have 40 psi, it's
ready to go. It's ready to go.
Built and ready to go. It's programmed for you. We plug it in and play. These drop panels being automatic, we replace an actor using a manual one now. And you can use a static prop, you can use an animatronic behind it to add to the aspect of that drop panel.
And I'm impressed that it still has that solid thud when it comes down. I mean, you can hear it every time.
Yep, absolutely. And that's one of the big things we focus on, because that thud is what gives you that jump.
It's the jump, exactly.
It catches the attention, and then they see the animatronic or the static prop that's there, which adds to that effect.
Right, right.
Being able to do things like this is going to add a huge dynamic to the future of the industry. Being able to put things in places where we are stressing having actors, and being able to do that, we are going to be able to redefine the industry a little bit.
I think so too. Now you're also representing Distortions Unlimited. This morning, today as well.
Just for the weekend, Distortions wasn't able to make it. They asked us to set their booth for them, so we brought their stuff. They shipped us their stuff. We brought it down for them. We brought some really cool animatronics.
Can you show us around?
Yeah, absolutely.
Here, you take the microphone so you can talk, and I'll film.
Okay. I gotta remember the name. I don't. So this guy we have here is what we call the Bloody Beast. He is similar to Rage, which Rage has been around for quite a while. Most people know Rage. But these animatronics are super simple. They're super simple. The animatronics are super simple. They're not crazy. It's a couple cylinders. They just rock back and forth. You see what they do. They both do the same thing, but they're extremely effective in the aspect of getting people's attention.
and a crazy amount of detail
Yes.
on the dummy.
The Distortions always goes above and beyond with their bodies and their figures when it comes to their animatronics. I love their animatronics very much so. Obviously, we have a couple different styles of the graveyard bodies. We have the ones that rock back and forth, and some that go side to side, and some that just come straight up and down, which is a new style that I do believe they just started putting out, because this is something that most people haven't seen before, the up and down style. Obviously, back here we have the Lullaby, the rocking baby. She actually will, if in a rocking chair, will actually rock your rocking chair. It'll make the rocking chair actually move back and forth because of her motion. We have the Wicked Wolf. Let me see if I can get him going for you. He not only moves, has his jaw move, but in here, we don't have it set up now, but there is a fogger set up to this as well, and he actually fogs through his legs here.
Awesome.
And it fogs down and around the rock. So it's a nice prop to have in a outdoor setting, or even in like a cave. It'd be a perfect place for him, because you can tie that into all those rocks and then have that fog kind of manipulate people's view of it.
Love it.
We have, I don't remember the name of this one. This one's the Shock and Awe illusion. Would you guys like to demonstrate for us? This is an animatronic prop as well, but it does take 2 actors.
Oh, that's spectacular.
So we have some very cool stuff with us today. We do have some static props that they brought along as well. So that, like Distortions, in Distortions fashion, have sent us some very cool things to display for you guys today.
No kidding. Well, absolutely. Thank you so much for taking the time to show us around. Very cool stuff here at Distortions. If people want to find out more about the Haunt Co.
Haunt Design Company.
Haunt Design Company. Where do they find it?
I do believe we have our website up now. I'm not positive on that yet. We are a very new company.
Yeah.
We have just come into fruition in the last couple of months, being that we were started off in a haunt and decided we were going to separate to start producing things for the haunt industry. So I do believe we will have our Facebook page up soon. If not, you can always message us at the Haunt Grand Rapids. That's one of the easiest ways to get a hold of us now. And we are taking orders for the things that we have. We are going to produce them and start shipping them as soon as possible. So,
okay. And what booth are you guys at here at the Expo?
I don't remember what the number is, to be honest with you.
Somewhere down aisle 800. Yep. Check out
right across from Spootique, the Fear Expo gear.
There you go. So right across from the Spootique, the Haunt Design Company, as well as Distortions Unlimited, has their props here. Come check them out at the end of aisle 800. Absolutely phenomenal props. See y'all later.